Hello and welcome to this LEGO Series 14 Monster Minifig Review! Hey, what's going on? My name is Brickkick, and we're here to look at the new series of Minifigs. October's coming up, and you know what that means. Halloween, my absolute favorite holiday. It's not even October yet, and I already have my Halloween costume planned out. So I was really excited when this series was announced. I love all the monster stuff. It took me a while to track everything down. Not a lot of stores have them yet. I went to Walmart, I went to Target, I went to Toys R Us, but I eventually found them at Fred Meyer's. But they even had a limited supply. I had to go back a couple times. The first time I was only able to get 11 out of the 16, but I recently just went back and I got the other 5. At least I'm pretty sure that they're the other 5. I have a technique down, and if I'm right, I'll share my secret with you to find the minifig that you want. So as I said, I'm a huge fan of Halloween. In fact, last year I built a Legos set that was kind of around the Monster Fighter mansion. It was a lot of fun to build. I put lights in it. I built this kind of whole scene. In fact, I'll link in the description to a spot where you can view more photos of that if you're interested. But for now, let's take a closer look at these minifigs. So our first figure here is the skeleton trick-or-treater. He looks really great in his skeleton costume. He has that bright orange pumpkin pail that has printing all the way around it. I love that they made him look like he's dressed like a Lego skeleton, not like an actual skeleton. I love that you can see the string for his mask. The printing on the side of the legs and arms is really great. All in all, a really great figure. And our next character here is the Fly Guy. Buzz, buzz. He's also really well done. I love his kind of claw hands, so you know that he's not just a giant fly, he's a giant mutant fly. These semi-clear wings are really great. And it may be kind of tough to tell, but also his eyes are this red translucent color. But a fantastic little figure. And the next figure we have here is the Spider Woman. She's described as a Spider Woman, but she almost looks like a female vampire character. But really great printing. The spiders on her dress and in her hair are that nice silver metallic color. She has this great clear 2-piece cape. Looks really fantastic. And she's carrying a red spider with her. I'm not a fan of spiders, but I am a big fan of this figure. And next up we have Frankenstein, but it's not just any Frankenstein, he's a rock and roller. But again, really great printing on this. They even have the stitching on his wrist there. His head is that 2-piece, but in both versions he's got eyebrows. He's got this great electric guitar that he's playing. He's got metal printing on the lock and on his feet, and even on the back. Shock and roll. Yeah, he's definitely a rocker. I can just imagine him, possibly playing like Cult covers or something like that. Frankenstein don't like fire. Give me a B. Give me an R. Give me an A-I-N-S. What's that spell? Brains. So here we have the zombie cheerleader. And she's cheering for brains. No printing on the back, but the front printing is really great. Her outfit has a lot of wear and tear. There's blood and gore on there. The only thing that was kind of strange about this one is on the top of her head she has a hole, But I guess if you have one of those hair accessories, then you could add like a bow or something, make it even more detailed than she already is. Arr, stay away from me brains. So this is the second figure, the second zombie figure from the series, the zombie pirate. Once again, he looks really great. The detailing on his front and his clothing is amazing. I love that the skull and bones on his cap is dead, and he has that really great beard that Lego recently has started putting on figures. Really big fan of that beard. And if you look on the side and on the back, I've been seeing this more with Lego printing too, where they kind of do the half print of the leg, which is really good for adding that extra level of detail. You can see where his, pants or where his jacket ends and where his boots begin. It's a small thing, but it just really adds to the level of everything. He's got a big sword, and of course he's got a hook and a peg leg, and he's a zombie. This is the last zombie from the series, the zombie businessman, and as you can see, he is not having a good day. He woke up, had some coffee, read that there's apparently zombies running around, and then he must have been attacked right after that. His glasses are broke. Some really great detailing. I love how his shirt kind of comes untucked and continues on the legs. He's got this great tear in his jacket on that side. But all in all, he's not having a good day. How could a Halloween series minifig be complete without just a great classic witch? And I thought this one was one of the better deals. You have a lot of accessories. She comes with the dress, the broom, and the cat. Great printing again all around. The hair and hat are all one piece, but done very well. She's got a patch on her head. You can see the black and white stockings underneath her dress. And the cat is so cute. Don't be afraid of black cats. And she's got that green tinge. I mean, it's the Wicked Witch from the West. You cannot go wrong with this minifig. And now we have the mad scientist figure. I have unlocked the potential of the human brain, and it has made me crazy. But just a great character. Again, you get that great printing on the legs and arms, the half printing, where you can see he's wearing these long, probably long rubber black gloves and big rubber black boots. And he's spilled some formula on his jacket. And if you see, you can have the before and after. See, before, he was just a friendly scientist. Until he went mad. He's holding a test tube. And as you can see, it's got this pink liquid. It also has this fly on there. Oh, hey, I wonder if maybe the fly guy was a failed experiment. So now we're getting down to the last two of the first 11 figures that I got. And these last two are two of my favorites in the whole series. This one is the Banshee. Just really great figure. As soon as I saw pictures of this, I was like, wow, that is amazing. This bottom piece, this very spectral, spooky, spiritual leg piece. It's the first time I've ever seen this. I've seen it in a few other sets since, but it just looks so great. And with this figure, even her hair is somewhat translucent. Gives her a very good ghostly, very spiritual feel. And it looks like she has some back printing in the back printing of her dress. And as you can tell, she's been wailing like a banshee. So this is the plant guy, or plant monster. This one I thought was amazing. It's probably my favorite one from the series. And he definitely delivers. The headpiece with the plant looks fantastic. The printing on his front and back are really great. And then just including these as his arms, it's fantastic. I think it's kind of funny that he has a scared face. Is he dressed as a plant monster, or is he actually being eaten by the plant monster? Who knows? So that was the first 11 figures in this series, and I have my little checklist here showing which ones I have, which ones I'm missing. And I have the last 5 packages here that I'm going to open with you, and let's see if I'm right. Fly Guy. So here we have the Spectre figure, and like the Banshee, he has that great bottom piece that gives him this very spectral, spirit-like effect. He has one of these new softer capes that kind of almost acts as a tunic. It goes over both the front and back. He's got his hood, he's got his chain. And a great feature about this one that I unfortunately can't show on video is that his head actually glows in the dark. Very cool. Ooh. And here we have the Wolfman. Really great figure. You may have gotten a werewolf figure with the Monster Fighter sets, but this one has very different detailing on it. I love his torn shirt. And again, that printing on the legs, differentiating where his furry legs and his ripped pants. And his shirt's ripped. He's got that great printing on the side of his plaid shirt. Great tail. And he's got a bone. And here we have Squarefoot, not Bigfoot, Squarefoot. A rare sighting of this mythological being. If you can't tell, he pretty much he's a brown version of the Yeti that we saw a couple series ago. But still, a really great figure. And people can't find him, but I guess they didn't know that he's been taking selfies and posting them on Facebook. And then the last one that we have today is the Tiger Lady. Again, just a really great figure of a woman in a cat costume. Great detailing all around. The yellow and black stripes really pop out. She's got a whip. So my technique for trying to find minifigures is the old feel technique. You grab the package in the store and you're trying to feel around for what figure it is. But rather than looking for head or torso, since they all have that in the base plates, the best way of going about it is to try and find the accessories. Usually they all have a unique feel to it and a unique shape, and if you can find those, then you can usually track down the minifig that you're looking for. For instance, in this one, if you're looking for the scientist, try and feel for the beaker that he's holding. When you're looking for the trick-or-treat guy, look for the handle to the pumpkin. It has a very significant feel to it. If you're looking for the witch, try and find her broom. It's a nice big piece, and it should be easily identifiable. If you're looking for the zombie businessman, try and feel for the paper that he's holding. That thin, square tile, he's the only one in this series that has it. Or you could try and find his briefcase. And so that's just how I used it to get most of them. You know, with the Wolfman, I looked for the bone that he was holding. For the plant guy, well, one, he has this huge headpiece. But then also, if you can find these plant pieces, they're usually very easy to feel. For the tiger lady, I found her whip, and that was very easy to feel in the package. For the Spider Woman, she's the only one that has this bottom dress piece. So if you feel a big, bulky bottom dress piece, then you have the Spider Lady. For the zombie pirate, obviously finding his sword or his hat. And for the Frankenstein rocker, try and find his guitar. For Squarefoot, best thing to do is try and feel for the camera. He also has a very unique headpiece, so he should be pretty easy to find. The zombie cheerleader, she has the pom-poms and she has the big hairpiece, so it's not too tough to find. Now, the Banshee and the Spectre have very similar bottom pieces with the leg pieces, so to be able to differentiate, with the Spectre, try and find his hood or his chain, and then with the Banshee, her hairpiece is actually quite big and really textured, so that should be able to help you differentiate from them. So the feel technique doesn't always work, as we saw in the video when I unwrapped. I unfortunately only got 15 of the 16. I didn't get the Gargoyle because I mistook his wings and the horns on his helmet, and they were actually the fly's wings and his antenna. So it doesn't always work, but I have a pretty good track record. Considering I only got 16 of them and I only had one repeat, it's a good way to do it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like or subscribe, and we'll see you again next time.